Yurt, it's your boy, Sir. All the good names were taken podcast, volume 2. I got my two brothers with me. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
It's no secret. This is Trey Vega, Almighty Racer X, back to do the same thing we did before, with a lot more quality, it seems.
Yes, sir.
Well, we just got Joe Nathan here today, and we've just been talking about the same shit we always talk about.
You get a peek into the group chat.
You feel me? You feel me? Good morning. Good morning. I know some of y'all at church. I know some of y'all looked at that text message and rolled over. Some of y'all are just scrolling in the bathroom trying to figure out what you're going to eat today. But while you're doing that, we appreciate you tuning in. And before we go any further, I would just like to let you know that you ain't shit. I'm kidding. Bro, before we even go any further, because I got topics on here. If you don't know, this is a nerd podcast. We're going to talk about our nerd shit, like Jonathan said, or as we're going to call him, Joe Nathan. All we do is just talk about nerd shit every single time we get together. That covers a bunch of different variety of shit. We're going to talk about Legos. We're going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about video games. God damn it, Evo is happening right now.
Everything that the average black person is scared to talk about because of social stigma.
Every fucking thing.
How about that?
So let's get onto this topic. You was revisiting your beef with Mano. What the fuck? I ain't never heard this story before. So I need to know.
Look. So, all right. So for one, let me just go ahead and get the part where it was misconstrued on my part. All right. You see this nigga, right?
Okay.
This is the nigga who look. Believe it or not, he look like Mano?
He does look like Mano.
Okay. So looking at that opportunity, first off, let me tell you, this is Khalil Kane from Juice that I'm referring to.
No, that ain't motherfucking
yeah.
Raheem.
Yeah, that's Raheem from Juice, right?
Okay.
So I see him with a bald head in a movie on BET. And my first mind was, because I'm just looking at a quick glance, I said, nigga, that's Mano. So I tweeted. I said, I knew Mano ain't never did that shit. He an actor. He on a BET movie. Apparently, he caught it.
Oh, shit.
And he retweeted it. And then everybody from New York that so happened to be a Mano supporter was on my Twitter feed. Like, come up to New York with that shit. And I say, I can say the same thing about coming to the South with that shit. But I mean, I was blocked after that. I don't know if I pressed a button that if I don't have any quarrels with that man, but apparently he took offense.
Grown man's feelings. That's all.
I don't know, man.
Exactly what the fuck that was.
And the thing is, I was like 20. I wasn't even 21 yet. Like, it was just crazy that such a wild, like, I don't get paid attention to on Twitter for nothing. You get me? I make classic tapes and like I get one retweet. And that's like it. But as soon as I say, oh, this nigga Mano ain't never did no real shit, he an actor, all of a sudden, Public Enemy #1, no Diddy. I just can't say that, man. I can't say any Diddy songs without giving that, that disclaimer, so to speak.
I think he's universally known as the Diddler now.
The Diddler Juice.
Yeah, Diddler.
Yo, this is Book says, yo.
What happening? What up, Nay?
Thank y'all for tuning in.
We awoke. Share this live today. We appreciate you. Hey, yo, y'all missed it last night. Danae came in this motherfucker and cooked curried fish. Never had curry before in my motherfucking life, boy, but that shit was busting. And then she did a curry cauliflower.
Curry cauliflower?
Yeah, nigga.
For the vegans?
Yeah, it was good. Everybody was in this bitch tearing that shit up, bro.
I'm jealous as shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Y'all missed out. Y'all my niggas, though.
I feel you. At least we got biscuits.
We got a list of topics we're going to get on to. But, Joe Nathan, you said some egregious shit just a second ago. We wasn't even fucking recording it. And I said, we both said, me and Vegas said, that you was going to have to run that shit back.
Please
pod, bro.
Please do.
So I need you to say what you said and how you said it, so we can talk about it.
The Rock wants to be what John Cena is. And what I mean about that is John Cena has so much likability. And not saying that The Rock doesn't, but and The Rock is The Rock. I ain't gonna say that. The Rock is great.
Mhm.
Whatever he does, movies, television, and then he does work with TKO and all of that.
Mhm.
And but it's just how John Cena carried himself, and like he can roll with the punches and like do interviews so smooth and collective. And if you ever seen like The Rock does an interview, everything is him, and he's just like, how can I explain? He's be sitting up there like, yeah,
I came in with $7 and a dream. Is how he starts every conversation.
yeah.
Mm.
It's like he has like a script of how he says everything, so he makes sure he doesn't offend nobody, or
Except
he'll
the
try
black
to
people.
backtrack and say how he'll try to backtrack and fix it with a smile if you don't pay attention to it. He tries to play the shell game so cool. When you got John Cena, like if you ever seen John Cena does an interview, like the perfect was what was the last pay-per-view that just happened? What
was that? Not
Money in the
Backlash.
Bank.
Bash at the council or something like that. No,
Yeah, that was Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Money in
Yeah.
the Bank, yeah.
So at the end of it, he was asking questions about his retirement, and somebody just asked just a bad question. It was just a bold ass question about like Vince McMahon, this and this, and he doesn't try to. What's the word I'm saying? He don't try to fix his answer. He's gonna give you an answer, and it's right then and there, good or bad. But it's gonna sound great coming from Justin because you know that is what he wants to say.
Mhm.
And he's going to say it, and you can take it the way you want to, or you can't take it away. You can take it good or bad. Justin doesn't care at all. He'll let you know. But that's why I mean like that. But if you looking at John Cena's Instagram versus The Rock, John Cena just throws random stuff on Instagram.
Right, but his TikToks are also something worth watching because he does DVD commentary of all of his matches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah, like old school DVD, check audio too, and you got the director's clip notes. He does that on his TikTok.
Oh, I'm gonna check that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's been weird reason we get the TikTok. I showed him that one.
Yeah, he'll break down what was discussed before the match, some of the things that they decided. Like he really does give a humanized version of how these things take effect. I understand
That's the word I'm looking for. He's more humanized.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he still has the record for the most what's the when you visit sick kids.
Oh yeah.
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Yeah.
It's just his wordage and verbiage he used. It's just so smooth and clean. And if you catch it, you would never catch him in anything bad.
Stark contrast from the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Huh.
It's a stark contrast from the Doctor of Thugonomics. That's not even taking away saying that he's fake, but that just goes to shows the versatility of who John Cena is, because we got to think about it. Just like his character is supposed to be hip hop, yo mama, stuff like that, where it seems like he's not intelligent, but when he sits back, suit and tie, and he does give good PR.
Yeah, his PR. Like I stand by that. I believe John Cena needs to do an online PR course. That man is just immaculate when it comes to just the PR. It's just rolls question. He's like, even if you catch him stumped on a question, he will let you know, I don't know, but we're gonna come back to you later about that. And he's gonna come back later to it with the perfect answer. And I'm like, God damn, John Cena.
Do you think that comes from him going to Hollywood and just going through the ropes of learning how to be someone who has to answer questions like that? Because it's more than just a wrestler. You're now a commodity.
I really think it comes from when John Cena made the jump from being Thugonomics John Cena to the My Time Is Now John Cena. Because when he made the jump to the My Time Is Now, that's when he was coming more of the face. You seen John Cena era. He was the equivalent of seeing Ken Griffin Jr. after the steroid era, after Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa.
I can see that. That's heavy. I can see that.
So right there, and I think when his mindset he came into is like, all right, I'm this person. I'm the shit. So I need to be on my best behavior. And you can kind of see when he made that jump, like he still had his fan base, and he still had like everybody was, but he just became like to me, like to wrestling, like the equivalent of a superhero. Like his promos became more crisp and more fire because he didn't have no
leash.
Huh?
He didn't have a proverbial leash.
Yeah, he didn't have like a thumb and out. He was just coming out there spitting facts to whatever he had to say. And I think that carried over unto him being like the WWE megastar that they wanted him to be. Because like that time, I say John Cena was carrying the company. He was covering every fucking thing WWE. You can say WWE without John Cena.
Super Cena is
absolutely.
You know, like I'll give him that. And there was a time where I kind of took a break from just watching wrestling because of that. Like, even though he's one of my favorites of the era where I was deeply watching it just like you couldn't get rid of him unless he had a movie to do. And no disrespect to his run, because it's legendary, like right up there with Hulk Hogan, if we're being honest. But at the same time, he knew, like you said, he was the Captain America of WWE. He was. People think that he's a Marine and never served one day because how patriotic he is. He's literally the Hulk Hogan for the 2000s, the LeBron of that 2003 class.
Right.
You know, like that's. I mean, it's unprecedented, some of the things that he's accomplished, and I'll be happy to see how they segue him out. But I'm pretty sure he will have full reign on how he wants.
Yeah, he said that in the press release. He's gonna figure out what he wants to do, and I'm just really curious who his last match is going to be against.
Randy got to be.
I don't think it's going to be Randy, man. I think it's just going to be somebody like Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle will pick Baron Corbin. So
Kurt Angle, like, so would WWE take Kurt back? That's the thing. You said Kurt Angle, right?
Kurt Angle picked Baron Corbin.
No, he's using that as an example.
Like, okay.
Pick who you want to.
So, but like I had my pick. If I had my pick for John Cena last match, it would be John Cena versus Trick Williams.
Ooh.
That would be my last match. And just to see how the person, if John Cena has full control of his match, who he wants to have, it's gonna be somebody that's on the come up. It's gonna be somebody that's brand new in face. It's gonna be somebody like he wants to see succeed.
But so that means Trick has to make that transition from NXT to do that.
I mean,
I think
that's a hell of a rub, boy.
Like that's
a lot of expectation on him.
I'm just saying, like, he doesn't just because John Cena got cool. I want to face who he want to face, and I can see him putting it out there. It really depends on the storyline John Cena puts out when he start doing this tour and everything. Who he wants to fight, and once you start seeing, I'll say that picture starts shaping up. You got SummerSlam, you got Bad Blood. I see after Bad Blood, we'll start seeing the John Cena more show like who you want to fight, who you want to see. Like some matches I would love to see John Cena in. I would love to see him versus Trick Williams. I would love to see John Cena tag team with R-Truth.
K Quick. I can never call him R-Truth because he's always gonna be K Quick to me. Like you didn't know, you better call somebody. Road like
it's a lot, man. But I can't really wait to see. I gotta catch a show. I really got. Me and my wife said we're gonna catch a show to see John Cena.
It feel like Kobe in his last year, don't it? It feel like Kobe in his last year, don't it?
Boy,
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's very similar to Kobe's last
because you really don't have a wrestler like this. Is gonna be our first wrestler that officially retired that we've seen come in and leave.
My question is, how long does that last?
What you mean?
I feel like John Cena is the type of person to when he feels like he's done, he's done.
Oh, he's done.
But Ric Flair.
I knew you was going to say that.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Like, I'm not saying that John will still be out here doing what he's doing, but I still feel like he will be a part of the story.
I think he's going to be more of the ambassador role.
Titus O'Neil.
Because he said what he said at the press conference. He said about 50 times over. He said there's no retirement. It's like no me coming back no, this is it. And when John Cena says something, that
You found something out.
Yeah,
true.
that's it.
And that was also the same thing because like, how many times has Adam retired? Right?
Who?
Edge.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's now.
But that was forced. That was forced though.
Which time? Because it was a couple times that this happened. Because he was
the original one.
that he came back in Royal Rumble.
30s, yep.
Yeah, he came back in Royal Rumble, and then he left again. Like I said, that one is forced. And then he goes to AEW, which
he ain't doing that good.
Yeah.
Anybody doing good in AEW?
I was interested.
That's down the itinerary. I got that coming up.
Because I was interested in seeing the dynamic between this heel Christian versus this Adam Copeland deal.
I like this Christian though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the Bond villain Christian.
Yeah.
Turtleneck.
Yeah, Bond villain Christian is pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll get on it though. I won't speak too much on that.
Hey guys, we got some comments.
Oh, what's up?
Miss Buck says, I'll have more goods for you guys tonight.
Oh shit.
The Husky Hokage says, just stopping by to speak. What's up, fellas?
What's
All right,
happening?
what's happening, Husky? That's my brother.
That last one is me. BLERD Unite.
So, Jonathan, you made a good point, and I think we could curb the itinerary for this particular question, statement you made. Who do we want John Cena's final match? Who do we want that final rub to go to? You said Randy. Right?
I just think that their rivalry is one that we talk about for years. Like, so they came in together. I feel like if anybody deserves that final match with John Cena, even if it's not for the title, just the nostalgic kid in me knowing their history together, how they came up with their developmental, like Brock can't be there. Like if Brock didn't have all the things that are pending, it would be dope to see a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Well, that'd be our dream. That'd be for us. But this is like y'all said, this is their Captain America, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give two stipulations. Who do we want his WrestleMania match to be against? And who do we want? Because I don't think WrestleMania would be his final match. I think he's doing like the year thing. So I think Survivor Series will more than likely be his final.
You know who I think he would have a good back and forth with leading up to that?
Who?
And this all depends on not John's, but the other person's rise in the next few months. Because I like him. LA Knight.
Yeah.
And John Cena can definitely, like, their mic skills are both top tier to me.
They could go back because LA Knight, he stumbles a little bit. But
he's getting there though.
I agree, but I think a session with John Cena, because the thing about John, if you fuck up, John is gonna call it out.
And see, that's the thing. LA Knight has went there with him. Remember, he even used his Dr. Thugonomics verse against him in that promo. I feel that, and I'm not trying to say over the hill much, but if we're thinking about LA Knight has qualities of a lot of other wrestlers. There's a little bit of Rock in him, there's a little bit of Stone Cold in him, but I think people don't pay attention to the John Cena in him. For one, look at his boots. He said it himself, his boots are to be replicated by the Jordan 11s.
Yeah, you've seen him.
So, and he came up in that same era with John Cena. I feel like their dynamic would be good and believable, and also a callback to John Cena. Like, let's say if LA Knight wins the US title from Logan, right?
Which I think he will.
I hope he does. But one of the runs that John Cena had that is more memorable is that US title run with JBL. You see, and
introduction of the spinner.
And that's the part is like, if I was Paul, I would write clearly for nostalgia, but not make, because we're repeating everything now anyway, to an extent,
That's good.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Make a better tag partner for John.
but they got to clash before they become. You know, there's always that camaraderie that has to be built. Like
them versus God for the titles.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, on a nice little SmackDown.
Yeah.
I can see that on a nice little SmackDown.
I see a triple tag with John, LA Knight, and Cody.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Bloodline. Ooh, that's a pay-per-view match. You can't put that on. I want to see that.
But you're right. I would want to see John Cena and LA Knight.
I just think that because I've been paying attention to LA Knight's run with AJ Styles and him just popping up at Logan Paul house, just doing a lot of the antics that we grew up watching, where it's like, I'm gonna come in your house and I'm gonna fight you,
pop up and show niggas.
Like he was one of those wrestlers. So I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And now I'm like,
I want to go back and start using dummy. It was on what was it, TNA?
So I love LA Knight too. I think he has the edge he needs.
Mm-hmm.
I have one person I want him to train with in promos. And no disrespect to John Cena, but I've always thought this one person could beat John Cena in a face-off promo. And that is the motherfucking Miz.
Miz is gold, man.
Miz is pissed off. Miz is microphone gold, bro. He will destroy you if you stumble, and if it's a funny situation, he can keep it running. Like, he's an improv god, bro, when it comes to like keeping something funny and going. Did y'all see that that clip they did with New Day where Awesome Truth was in the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that shit was hilarious, dog.
Strawberry.
What flavor was he gonna say? Bro, that was so fucking funny, dog.
He wasn't gonna say strawberry.
Bro, that was so brilliant. So brilliant. And I think about the days when do y'all remember when Miz was and I tell Ashley about this. Miz had this period where he was like the condescending Miz, where he would dress up in the suit and just talk you down. I miss that Miz so much, y'all.
Him and Cody, Cody and Cody Rhodes need to have a one-on-one promo. That would be nice.
Oh,
that would be nice.
Oh, that would be nice. Let's not forget, bro. Miz was our champion at WrestleMania. He defeated John Cena.
And that promo,
people hate me now on the Titantron with him holding the strap on his back. Let's not forget the Miz.
The little girl just sitting on the camera,
bruh, pissed.
Just pissed. It was great.
Oh man,
that would really made me start appreciate heel work.
Yeah.
Like, I like heels that are, but just hearing the Miz and just going back and just watching the Miz just go in on people.
It was Triple H for me,
bruh.
Your favorite heel?
My favorite wrestler.
Period
is Triple H. Like, you got to understand, this man played the game on script and in real life, and he did win. And he won. He won.
He did win.
Come on, man. Like, all of the slick shit that he did, and mind you, you just got to respect it. We're in the Paul Levesque era. Are we saying this about any other wrestler?
No.
Exactly. And I hate that he doesn't have that capability to wrestle anymore because of health conditions. But part of me wants him to be involved a little bit more. Be a mafia boss for real. Have hitmen. Have your own stable.
I think
like Vince McMahon had corporate. Exactly. Have your own stable. Still extend that iron fist. Be Heihachi for a moment. And just stand there looking like Kratos at the end of the runway, watching a new version of the Shield fight whoever. Like,
we may get it on Netflix, man. Like,
I think Triple H is coming.
I know where you're coming from, because that exchange before that WrestleMania where he told The Rock, I'm looking forward to it. You know, we know that Paul likes to play the long game with stories, so I'm not gonna try to shorten my patience. But Triple H is still Triple H, and I think that he has an itch wanting to still be a part of that draw. And
he does, and the SmackDown general manager does.
Oh, Nick Aldis,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because Nick Aldis just literally
Nigga, we
stepped out
know
the
who Nick
ring
is.
Monday
It
and
was
cried
GM.
and cried it. I was like, damn.
I think he's taking his time to heal his body.
So
I think Nick
he's
Aldis is
gonna be-
healing. Because the instant I see that motherfucking finisher, it's over, bro. Nick Aldis is a big nigga, bro.
Yeah.
And I also say this with Triple H, right? So I agree with you. He plays the long game. I think we are going to get a heel corporate faction. I think Cody will be the opposing factor, as it should, because you know they had a tizzy. They cool now in real life, but you know they had a friction. Cody and Triple H.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When he took the sledgehammer and hit the throne. Yeah.
Coach said, yeah, that wasn't against WWE. That was just saying we tearing down our old regime, making our own.
Really? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I also foresee the Bullet Club forming in some fashion. Not that, because I don't know if y'all caught it, but not this SmackDown, but the last SmackDown, Michael Cole actually said Bullet Club.
Yeah.
But remember, Cody also said in one of his promos where he was like, I even have my Bullet Club cufflinks on. Like that's not my first time hearing them mention it.
All of them over there now. You got some
You
got Cody.
You got majority of the OGs in WWE right now.
But that would have to happen after I'm already calling it War Games, Bloodline versus Bloodline. Because this Bloodline war is definitely gonna have to have its climax. And we're just seeing the start of it. I said in the kitchen that it's getting stale, and that's only because I want gratification now. But
they ended it and they just redoing the whole storyline. And then because they almost got almost every Samoan wrestler in WWE.
They need to just stop doing the same ending though. Like I understand Kevin Owens getting put through the table and then Randy getting put through the table. I get that, but they need something else.
I think it's on purpose. Well, of course it's on purpose, but I think it's to put you in the mindset of we know how this is going to go. And at that last minute, Triple H always talks about how he looks forward to pulling the rug from under you. And I think Solo Sikoa is going to get his title shot, right? And I think at that moment where it's most pivotal and Cody's beat, I think Tribal Chief returns.
I don't think he's gonna come. I think it's gonna be Jimmy. Because Jimmy's just been cleared for wrestling, come back to wrestling.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. So I think Jimmy's gonna come back. Because at SummerSlam, there's always some big reveals. And
that's a hell.
I think Roman's still grieving right now.
Yeah, it's probably
he's still grieving his pops. But Roman also, like, if you go back, I want to say like the last 3 years, Roman was very pivotal in SummerSlam. So you see, he came back. That's when he came back the first time. But I really think it's going to be Jimmy because, like, I like to think about like all the storylines going to happen because it was going to come back. What role the Rock's going to play? We all know Roman Reigns going to come back as a face. Like Roman Reigns coming back as face. Like, are they going to try to make up with Jay on their timeline?
Yeah, I really think like everybody says we'll get the original bloodline, and I think they may like Sammy may take place into this as honorary Uso. We may get that.
I would like to see Sammy have a part in it.
I also feel that we might get Zilla.
I think we are getting Zilla. I think Zilla is signed.
I think so.
I have not seen any clips of Zilla doing anything independent. I think Zilla is signed and he's being quiet.
Most likely.
Because in a recent interview, they brought up his brother being signed. And he said, I can't say nothing, but I'll see you soon.
Right.
I still think the WrestleMania gonna be Rocky versus Roman Reigns on the Rock is very thing.
We still want to know what the Rock put in Cody's hand.
Oh, we know it's that Legends ring, cool. That Hall of Fame ring. It's got to be that Hall of Fame ring. It's got to be. And that's a whole nother angle of the Bloodline War that we ain't done with. It's the Rock.
I mean, who she said signed to?
Hakulo. That's the tall brother.
Yeah.
That's yeah. It's a bunch of them niggas, man. I think Hakulo is probably gonna go to NXT first. Either Hakulo is gonna go to NXT first, or Zilla is gonna go to the NXT.
Keep it a buck though.
I think Zilla's gonna go because he's still kind of.
He's still a little rough, and I think they want him to get in better shape. He got a little bit of a gut, a little bit.
So his dad did too.
True, but did you see Jacob before he?
I get it.
WWE, and now,
bro, he was my size.
That nigga dropped all that weight.
See, the thing is, the algorithm kept putting Jacob in my face before he even had his run. You know, all the interviews that he's having and whatnot, and so I was already hip to him and his jail time and everything. How many kids he got? So I was excited to see him, but Samoans are synonymous for being a little girthy. So I wouldn't see that's a problem. Like, before this escapes my mind, if I was Paul, the bloodline needs a China, and Nia Jax is sitting right there.
I've been saying, guess who we found out was Samoan too? Me and Ashley sat here fucking blown.
The girl
Dakota motherfucking Kai.
Yeah, she's Samoan.
Dakota Kai is fucking Samoan, bro. That is not a white girl.
Yeah, everyone.
Fucking crazy. Bronson Reed. Okay, I can see it. Dakota Kai.
That man scares me, man.
That's big,
bro. When he comes out the top of the rope,
bro? I hope they keep him,
bro. When he comes up, just falls. I was like, Jesus.
I hate it for the nigga underneath,
bro.
But no,
that's all weight.
That's it. All you can do is goddamn just take it.
I'm a fat nigga. That shit hurts, bro. Damn.
I like Big Bronson, man.
Yeah, he's good. He's good on the mic too, and he can move.
When y'all get a chance, if y'all hadn't watched the WrestleMania documentary about how they changed things, oh man, that's great.
The one for 40.
Yeah, boy, that's good. It's just 1 hour.
Yeah, on
it's
YouTube.
Great watch, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
So they were talking about the finish they had written. To go to the point about Triple H having the long game way in mind. This nigga said he had the finish done in October. Let that sink. And then to turn around and have to switch it last minute because of the reaction from the crowd.
Well, yeah, but see, this is the thing. The crowd, to me, responded too early, and this is the reason why. I mean, you can't blame them because they're watching it in real time, and everybody has an opinion. Social media doesn't give us an opportunity to let stuff marinate. You know, we changed the goalposts. We made the pivot because we automatically assumed that The Rock and Roman Reigns was for the title. But to me personally, I think that it was genuinely of who was going to be tribal chief for real. Okay. And because you notice ever since they did their little face off, and Cody stepped out the ring and he stared at The Rock and they hugged each other, blah, 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 blah. We never specified, well, not we, but WWE never specified what their match was about. I would have let it run for the tribal title, and then from there, we then focus on being a champion because the Rock is too busy to keep that title to himself. Like, it's not like Roman dealing with leukemia and then pacing himself.
I mean, but would you want? I could see Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania because if The Rock won, like, what's the point of making The Rock Roman Reigns this person invincible, like the way they have made him without losing his
people life. Love a flawed champion.
I mean, I guess, but that was just like the story for Cody. Like, that's the whole story was leading to getting that. Everybody knew once he won. That's the only thing. I don't think I hated is Cody won Royal back to back.
But you know the reason why the crowd is screaming, "We want Roman" every week, because we saw him bleed.
That's true.
And because we saw him bleed,
he wasn't invincible no more.
Right. What was it said in Iron Man 2?
There's blood in the water.
There's blood in the water. He was like, when you see God bleed, then it takes the fear out of him. Right? It's not in the sense of fear for Roman Reigns, but at the same time, I mean, we automatically knew the type of man he was by dealing with his out of the ring, issues. But seeing him lose to Cody Rhodes, seeing him hug Paul Heyman, even his post-match interview when I was at your house and he was discussing, like, people don't acknowledge all the stuff that I do for, charity and things of that nature. It's like, as much as I wanted to not hate you, but it's like, I'm an old school nigga. I'm like the nigga who watched 90s basketball and say, oh, this basketball is not good because of the hand check rule was taken out. I really had to sit back and respect Joe for everything that, like, seeing that transition. But that's the reason why we pop for Roman, is because we seen him bleed, we seen him lose. And that's the reason why they want him back, because now they know he's humanized.
That is true. He was invincible for 3 fucking years straight.
And that gets stale.
Yeah, man, that was
3 years for the entire pandemic. That nigga was champion.
Damn. This is the first time we had like a champion that was like a long champion. Usually about a year.
He was our Bruno Sammartino, cuz. Yeah.
I'm surprised I give him a home special belt for him to have. So.
You know what?
That belt is pretty much his anyway.
I'm just saying.
You said something.
Well, they give them. Everybody has their own individual plates on it now. So.
No, I'm talking about, like, so you had Daniel Bryan. He had his belt, the earthly belt. Of course, you had John Cena's belt.
Stone
Cold had his.
Brahma
Edge
Bull
had his. What's funny about the Rock even had a belt they had plans for it, but they not even buy that belt he had.
Yeah, I saw it. The Brahma Bull belt.
The new one, he got the People's Champion belt. He had a belt, but they put it on TV. Now he has a belt. It's like, so like Roman Reigns, like 3-year champion, he get a belt. Man was supposed to have some Jordans supposed to come out next year in January, but they canceled those the Bloodline Jordans.
Yep. They advertised that right before WrestleMania.
Yeah, so it's really weird. But yeah. But I don't know what made me, and also with his title reign, just from the beginning, he started with Paul Heyman, and then his promos just got better and better. It's just like, what made me really start paying attention to Roman is that when he fought Daniel Bryan left, and he got on his Instagram, and he was like on the elliptical or something. He said, I beat that man so bad, he had to go to a different company. It's like, damn, Roman,
I do like Roman talking.
This is my company, you little bitch.
Like, it's great.
Like I gotta respect him. Like I can see the heel, because when I was introduced to Roman, he was saying, when I wrestle you for the championship, like his mic
this
skills.
Is my yard now.
Like his mic skills wasn't that great.
Succotash.
And I know that's hard to say. That like change the channel. Like, but I think he's at that point where there's no, his role is him now.
Yeah, he's set. Stone Cold says it best. Your best character is you dialed to 11. And I'm glad he found himself, because it's one in particular where he was just whooped the nigga ass, and he's talking to the camera. This is my company. You can't ever catch up to me. I'm leagues of, like, he's just talking his shit, dog.
My arms are extra big. I'm choking the life out this man.
He will do that mid-match too.
Yeah.
He will do that shit mid-match. Look at the camera and talk to you while
I'm gonna tell Hollywood that I'm gonna send him back not the way he came. Like,
bro, I love when he does that shit.
It's great. It's great.
But like, I like humanized versions of the larger than life characters we see. And what stands out to me about Roman is that one video where he's mean mugging the baby. And you just like, bro, you a cool dude. Like, I get it, bro. Like, that's kayfabe all the way. Like, you didn't have to spend time mean mugging a baby your whole match, right. But that's a memory. Like, people will look at Cody moments. Right? People will look at Cody and pull the baby out the crowd and do that. Yeah, that's great too. Like, it's cute. But Roman has those in-house moments where he's like, just a chill dude.
Did you see what's his name? Solo Sakula, he had one. Yeah, he was shaking his head.
I think with Vince gone, they're allowed to have that fun again.
Hope they let them have YouTube channels again. I miss that shit.
Oh, nigga.
I miss that. I miss what's his name?
Well, they gave the Twitch channels back, so that's a good sign.
Man, I'm happy because what's her name? What's the girl name? Selena Vega.
Oh, her shit lit.
It's like her whole fan base on her Instagram is a Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was listening to her like on Instagram Live. She knows everybody that comments on Twitch. She's like that personal with her Twitch. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Her, Shayna Baszler, AJ Styles.
I need him singing.
Mia Kim.
AJ Styles is in Japan right now, right?
Yeah. He just who was that he gave his retirement match to? I can't remember, but it's a legend over there. But I do love, and this could be our next topic, the WWE is working with these other companies openly. Shinsuke Nakamura got to go and have a match with the Great Muta. AJ Styles is in Japan right now. Motherfucking TNA, they calling it NXT is what they're calling it now, which I fucking love because there's only so much time on the NXT, time frame. And then you get these crossover matches, which allows people to.
Well, they just brought the Rascals over.
Bruh, with Wesley, I didn't know I needed that back in my life until I saw it.
It's really, I'm glad for TNA because I like TNA, but TNA is so hard to track down and watch.
It is, and it's benefiting both promotions because I ain't gonna lie, Joe Hendry.
Say his name, man. He appears.
Bruh.
I
didn't even get it until like the third time I seen him, and I'm like, I like this nigga.
I saw Jeff Hardy just sing the song like randomly in his backyard. Like there's a TikTok of him just singing, like he's singing it like Johnny Cash though, all soulful and old, like he was hurt.
Did you see how he came up with the song? Like how he came up with the song was so smart because he was saying like he came up with the song tells you what to do. And like so when it goes to break, someone wave your hands, I believe in Jolene, say his name and he appears. And that's why his name right there. And so when you see that picture in the background, it's him clapping because he's telling you what to do.
Get ready for him. He's hyping you up.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He was saying then he got the song, he premiered the song.
That's fucking hilarious.
I believe in Jeff Hardy. Every day. I believe in Joe Hendry.
That's funny. That's funny.
Nah, man.
Rehab Jeff Hardy is hilarious.
I watched a promo that Shawn Michaels cut with Jeff when Jeff was like deep within his addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when Shawn Michaels was coming out kicking niggas ass with a Jesus Warrior shirt on and whatnot. Yeah, Bible Thumper HBK was different. But that promo was pretty much like, look, man, you're about to get fired. And so I came out here to tell you personally, while on the air, that you're about to get fired. I was just like you. Hopped up on cocaine. I'm still pissing it out my system now. But you're about to get fired if you don't straighten up and fly right. And he did. But,
who win? Bible Thumper, HBK, or Perk?
I'm going with
no.
HBK
Bible Thumper
time.
HBK will lose. Coked out HBK like 96, 97, you screwed Brett versus Perk Angle. That's a match that you might have to break all 10 commandments to watch. Because they're demons. They're demons.
Bruh.
I didn't even like Kurt Angle that much because they made us hate him. You suck. Like they genuinely made us hate him. But
loved it.
I get it.
He loved it. He loved the role he played. That's what
that man took 65 Vicodins a day.
That's fucking crazy for the pain.
Yeah, like
that was all him on TNA though.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. What was the Mafia? What was the stable he had?
Was it Main Event Mafia?
I think so. Like Booker T and Sting.
Black Snow.
Black Snow. Man, but yeah, swanton bombs off of cage matches. His matches with Samoa Joe, like Kurt literally shot Big Show with a tranquilizer gun. Like to knock. Remember, he slid in the ring and he had the pump shotgun and he shot the Big Show in the back with a tranquilizer.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking wild.
Yeah,
I'm about to go YouTube that.
Yeah. Kurt was on some different type of timing, bro. Like when he slammed Shane McMahon through the glass and the
ring.
But the glass was supposed to break because it's supposed to be sugar glass, but they had the wrong
tempered glass.
Yeah, they was at the wrong. What was they at the wrong?
They was at the wrong window.
Yeah,
and he kept throwing it. It's like, I'm gonna make this motherfucker break. Fuck that. He was like, just go to the next one. No, fuck that. We're breaking this one. Like, nah, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. We got to give it up for Shane McMahon, bro. He got to go into the Hardcore Hall of Fame.
He does.
He absolutely has to.
Yeah, man. What's the other old boy named Spike Dudley?
Yeah.
Between them two,
they used to fuck that nigga up, bro.
Bruh. I'm surprised Spike Dudley is still alive, man. I ain't gonna say he's alive.
I'm wondering if he walking like upright on his own.
He's straight.
For now.
Like, I thought WWE was just bad, but no. Motherfucker, he was like 120%. Getting fucked over. I seen somebody launch his ass from the middle of the ring and he just falls up a cannonball and just like knock my 5 or 6 people out. He just gets up like, yeah, I'm like, what are you made out of?
Meth.
I'm gonna move on topics. This nigga here. So, all right, I got a question for y'all. And we'll go one by one. As far as wrestling goes, just go any promotion. Of your lifetime, what would you say was the best wrestling storyline? I'll go first. I wanted to cheat and pick 2, but I got to pick my one. And there's 2 that flip-flop back and forth. But as far as like the rabbit hole goes, I'm going to go with Chris Jericho being the undisputed champion first. That whole period of him, I think it was like a year. Because I saw Chris Jericho, but we remember Chris Jericho in WCW as a cruiserweight.
Mm-hmm.
He came to WWE, he immediately got dissed by The Rock, right? But here, he defeated The Rock and Stone Cold in the same fucking night and became champion.
Yeah.
And then started just tearing through everybody until he hit Triple H, which I understand.
The Reign of Terror.
Yeah.
You know, that's
but
what they call it.
I think that was probably one of my favorite storylines. The one I will alternate with is Shawn Michaels' retirement storyline with Undertaker.
That's not the okay. All right, I was about to confuse that with Ric Flair's last match with Shawn. Yeah, but that's not. No, I was confusing that. No, go ahead. That's not mine. But I was
okay. But yeah, those 2 alternate depending on the way the wind blows. Because I could watch that first Undertaker versus Shawn match a million times, bro, and just get the same goosebumps every time, bro. That fucking match was impeccable, and then to turn around and do it again the next year, bro. How the fuck did that little motherfucker give the Undertaker hell like that, bro?
Oh,
he beat the fuck out the Undertaker, bro.
He found a little bag under his pillow.
Chill out. I will not have any Shawn Michaels slander.
Hey, nah. Like, I love Shawn Michaels, bro. Like, his birthday coming up tomorrow, I believe. Happy birthday, HBK. Yeah, like I said, bro, him whooping people ass with Bible Warrior shirts was just astounded to me. Like, short hair Shawn Michaels, like pimping his step before his eye got messed up. But
yeah, I noticed that too.
Captain Kane did that. Damn. And you know what though? He's not complaining like Bret Hart and Goldberg.
Wow.
See, this is why Mano dissed you. This is exactly why. You say you be on your own little world. Nah, bro. You be wanting smoke.
You like the fucking fire. What you talking about?
Bruh.
That's come on, bro. Like, you know the sport that you're in. Accidents will happen. But one thing I can say is that I've always heard that Goldberg is like a subpar wrestler, and you know he hurts people intentionally. But
Did you see the match? Like it was like one of the first matches on WCW, and I think he fought William Regal. It was somebody that wrestles now, and they found out Goldberg cannot wrestle.
Mhm.
And they had to carry the whole fight for like 10 minutes with Goldberg in the ring. And it was bad. It was really, really, really bad. Until Goldberg could do the spear jackhammer.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. But not to come off subject.
Mm-hmm.
You got your story, your favorite story.
So are you saying like what's my favorite match or favorite story?
Story.
Oh man. The Ministry of Darkness storyline. The WWE was really, really good, especially like when Stone Cold got involved and Triple H, Stephanie McMahon.
When she was getting crucified and stuff.
Yeah, and they put Stone Cold on a crucifix.
Yeah,
I thought that was crazy. And it turned out Vince McMahon was like all in.
It was me, Austin. Yeah,
it was all along. I'll say I had to give you two because I really like this storyline. I don't know why. It was NXT. It was Bianca Belair versus Charlotte.
Oh shit! You don't even go here. Oh shit! I forgot about that.
That was my favorite. What made it so special to me was these girls was wrestling in the ring, and Bianca Belair came in the middle of the match while they was wrestling. I said, it's like they was wrestling, looking at us like, what are you doing? Hey, shut up. Wait a minute. I just want to let Charlotte know when we get in the ring, I'm going to whoop that ass and just carry on and just left the ring. And I don't know why, but that promo, and then Charlotte got back on SmackDown and get laid into it. It was just the back and forth that they did. And the fight on NXT was just great. Like, it was the equivalent to me of when, like, what was it? Somebody not Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte when they had like the back and forth with each other.
Oh yeah, the title.
Yeah, and she had it out there, man. But yeah, that match was like it was something special. It was something that what made me a real big fan of Bianca Belair because her promos was on point, her wrestling, and then she was just authentically her while she wrestled. And it's like one of the best matches Charlotte has ever put on. It's not saying Charlotte don't put on good matches, but it was just like I get like my heart jumps anytime Charlotte gets on the top rope because she's gonna go either left or she's gonna go right. She ain't gonna never hit you dead in the middle, but she hit her ass right dead in the fucking middle. But them promos when they came on, when they got in the ring, you could tell they was ready to fight, and they put on it was like a good 25-minute match.
God damn.
No.
But it was great. It was really great. That was like one of my favorite storylines. That setup.
I'll say this: I do miss asshole Bianca Belair. Don't get me wrong. I know she's like cocky Bianca Belair, but I miss when Bianca used to be a little bit of a jerk,
bruh. You don't even go here,
bruh. I don't know. I get that she's the black girl's dream right now. That's cool. That's great. I get it. Be that, baby. But God damn it, can I get just a sprinkle of you being a jerk? That's all, bro. That's all I need right about now.
I'm gonna say honorable mention. I think this is just for everybody who our age is Stone Cold and The Rock. That's just. I mean that
WrestleMania 2000.
That's kind of like one of the that's kind of the ones that don't have to be explained. You know, Limp Bizkit and Stone Cold and The Rock, they're synonymous with each other. But my two favorites, one has to be John Cena versus JBL. Like the entire storyline, John Cena versus JBL. Like that was a rivalry that almost felt real. You know, John Bradshaw Layfield versus John Cena was stuff that fed families. Now, it was. It was like, I mean, it's not easy to get some black kid to say word life and have this white man appropriate the culture and we ride with it. And then have someone from his same culture, the Caucasus of Mountains culture, to say, hey, stop doing that. You know, it was John Cena being somebody against the machine, proverbially. That and I watched that series with each other because he had fought for the USA Championship, then JBL burnt that championship, and that's where the spinner belt came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally got him for the Undisputed Championship. So that lasted almost 2 years. JBL is the reason why John Cena got over so much, because they you got to think about that. Like they whoever was writing for SmackDown, I think Paul Heyman was writing for SmackDown at that point, really spent a lot of time with that dynamic of those two. Another thing, when you mention about John Cena, or the reason how he is, one of the reasons why John Cena is goated to me is that ECW night against Rob Van Dam.
I forgot he went on their territory and stood.
And he flipped it. And he flipped it mid-match. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Exactly.
He went into Day Lions Den and got all that fucking hate.
Mm-hmm.
And went, yeah.
His shirt in the crowd.
And they threw it back multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times. But my favorite, and this is why I say Hunter Hearst Helmsley is my favorite wrestler. His 2002 run, when he came back from the quad injury, when he had surgery in Birmingham,
That debut,
like the debut of the Motorhead theme, him back, and just the issues he had with the McMahon family. Yeah. Him and Stephanie were on bad terms and stuff at that point. 2002 Triple H is peak. Like you peak.
It's all about the game and how you play.
Like he was like he was the first anti-hero outside of Stone Cold I saw that was actually like he was his own agenda. And then right after he came back, he did what he did to Shawn Michaels. Remember? And he beat him in the parking lot. Yep. Like even though we got him back on some babyface shit for like a few 6 months because we saw him bleed. Triple H 2002 run is the equivalent of what we will see from Roman when he comes back.
Absolutely.
As an anti-hero?
Yep.
Yeah. Like Roman can't go full babyface.
Hell no, it won't work.
Roman can't go full babyface. Like nah. Contact lenses, Roman Reigns is gone.
He's gonna be the equalizer.
Yeah. Recommend leave Roman. Golden Glove Roman. Yeah, that's that Triple H 2002 run is epic. Excuse me. That was nothing that you could say. Like he was, how much is this camera, Vince? About 90 G's. He was just breaking stuff for no reason. Like, and the thing is, with that, like he used to just come in and interrupt matches. Like, remember there was like a match where the Big Show and Kane was wrestling with each other. And he just wanted to show people he was back. He would come out, stare at you on the ropes, mean mug you, look in your face or look up at you if you were taller than him and whoop your ass. Like he wanted to make sure he knew that he was going to get King of the Ring, and he let you. Like you could not take nothing away from Triple H. And that's why I said it. Long game. This man is legitimate. Vince is not there, but he is. He's ultimate pariah, bro. Like, come on, man. Like that's like he sacrificed his ability to have a son to be where he is. Like he will never he will never bear a son because of all of the shady shit that he did to get to where he is. But
that is some Game of Thrones shit. You kill the father, marry the daughter, and take his kingdom.
Exactly. Shane, where is Shane? Shane just chilling. This why the heir of the throne is not even there. Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, like the man who came out in an ascot, in a tuxedo, in a cummerbund, that said that he was a French kid that was a transfer student that got beat up because of his like. We watched this man go through so much horrible promo and tape to the "It's My Time" Triple H. This man got injured. We didn't have a good heel in the industry at that time because he was injured, came back. They wanted to hate him, but his return was so legendary. Like for a Monday Night Raw, it felt like pay-per-view.
It did.
Chill bumps. Like I don't have none, but like when I wasn't even a Triple H fan that night. I saw the vision. Like I understood DX Triple H, and I hated him for that. He did his job really well, but I did not realize how much I missed the villain until he was gone.
Man.
I think that's how a lot of people feel about Roman Reigns.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I get you, man. I get you.
That's what I'm saying. And like, you just gotta ride with it. That's why I feel like when the pop for Roman and the things that he's going to do, I know Triple H has the story. Like you say, he had it written since October.
Mm-hmm.
So I already know, like, Johnny Manziel, me, bro, just take my money.
Like, give it here. Speaking of money, you know how you can save money? By using promo code LLC20 on Black Renaissance Clothing's website. Yeah, take that promo code that's at the bottom of the screen, LLC20. You'll get 20% off your order. Shout out to Black Renaissance for being a sponsor of the 2020 network. Yo, another place you can use that same promo code is with my brother at the BLERDsyndicate.com. Yeah, you use that same promo code LLC20. Guess how much of a percentage you're going to get off? Goddamn right, 20% off your total order. I ain't got a graphic for that yet, Ash. I got to make one. But goddamn it, if you're a member of the BLERD Syndicate or want to be part of it, goddamn it, go over there and get yourself something. If you've been on my TikTok and you know about my other company, my alter ego from Sit on My Face International, we got the Sit on My Face International line exclusively at the BLERDsyndicate.com, where you can use that code LLC20 and get 20% off your shirt. So go on over there and holler at my boy. All right, I be trying to get these transitions.
Tax and then some.
Bro, that was a beautiful segue. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what else to save money?
I'm gonna try to get good at this shit. So I got one more wrestling question before we get to our comic conversation. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We see these flux of new people. NXT is looking great. You mentioned Trick Williams earlier. I love Carmelo Hayes and what he was doing down there. Mm-hmm. Goddamn, Braun Breaker is amazing. Ilya Dragunov. Hey, NXT has been lit, boy. Like they've been moving some champions. But let me ask y'all this: who do y'all feel is the most slept on newcomer, whether they're currently in NXT or just freshly moved up to the main roster? Who do y'all feel is the most slept on? I'm gonna go first. Mm-hmm. I think Ilya Dragunov is gonna be a motherfucking problem for a long time. He was the first one in WWE to beat Walter. I don't know if people knew that, but they had a fucking Jonathan. You put me on game. I went back and watched that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. They had a motherfucking hour-long
beautiful match.
Slugfest, bro. Mm-hmm. I think if we keep it going, Ilya could potentially be another Hall of Famer for like the Intercontinental. Hell, maybe a WWE in the future. I would love to see Ilya versus Seth Rollins one day for a title.
Yeah.
Even if Ilya don't get it, I just think Ilya,
he's gonna put on a good match. No
matter who he fights, bro. Best bout machine until we get Kenny Omega. But that's another topic. I'm gonna let y'all go.
I like Braun Breaker a lot. I grew up on his uncle and his dad, so I'm kind of biased for legacy wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's just I'm the one that's like, man, I know your daddy. You know, shit. I see your uncle. God damn it. And so I want to see Braun Breaker be great. What I think is the void that Brock Lesnar has left, he can fill if he has the right matches. I mean, when you're a descendant of the Steiners, you know, that's a lot to be left to imagination. And I really think they're doing a good job with him going against Sami Zayn and taking these losses. Mm-hmm. I think his next road to travel is Gunther. Like he's going through the gauntlet so he can be able to get it in that Intercontinental Championship. So he can be primed up to have that run where he is an undisputed champion or world heavyweight champion. But I do like Braun Breaker. And out of the ring, this man is a Nintendo 64 nut.
Word.
Yeah, he was talking to New Day about setting up the 64 on the bus playing Smash Brothers. Like, yeah, like he's our age, so you got to understand. You know, they may be wrestlers, but I'm looking at what they do outside of the ring and seeing how they are as a person, because I know that, you know, that they're characters. But the thing is, to me, Braun Breaker is himself, regardless.
Like I hit the ring outside the ring when he be hitting people.
Man, when he hit that corner in Spirit and shit, when he hit that
straight away, chicken, boom.
I ain't seen a spirit like that since Rhino, bro. But yeah, Braun Breaker is the guy that I think, give him 2 or 3 more years with the Intercontinental Championship or like a USA title, just to get used to having a belt on his shoulder. And then we'll start seeing those matches to where, you know, who's to say he might be the next Brock Lesnar. That's what I think. That's why I think they got him, because they need a bruiser. They need that Shao Kahn type guy, and we know Roman can't do it forever. No. So I think that's what they're priming him up for.
I see it. I can't wait for him to interact with Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby is going to give him that dynamic of power versus power, because I haven't seen him have that just yet. So I can't wait to see that come up.
Yeah.
They gonna fuck each other up.
I kind of want to see him and Jacob go at it. Because remember, Triple H was needing to talk with Braun Breaker before WrestleMania, and Paul Heyman was in the room before Braun Breaker came in, and he was like, "That's a hell of a talent from a wacky family." And Triple H was talking to Braun Breaker, and it went to commercial break. Why was Triple H talking to Braun Breaker? You know, like long game stuff.
Okay, setting it up. Who you got, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm just sitting here trying to think, man. Besides Dragunov, man, I don't know how to pronounce his name. The NXT USA champion.
That big black nigga.
Yeah. Big motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like him, man. I like his promos and I like his wrestling style, because he can really go when he fighting Wesley, because Wesley was quick and he was keeping up with Wesley and not getting winded. And I thought that was really impressive. I think he has. I would love to see him get on the main roster and do what Carmelo Hayes is doing. Like, Carmelo Hayes is another good, because you realize Carmelo Hayes has been on wrestling ever since he came from NXT. He had a match almost every week, or he was doing a promo
with top niggas.
Yeah. But I like the dude, but my biggest fear for him, because he got all the talent and everything. He's speed, he's fast, he can wrestle, is that he don't get into like that trap of being
Ricochet.
Yeah. or like go long periods of being like Bobby Lashley. Like, if you get what I'm saying. But I would think he would have a good future, because his promos that's the biggest thing I can say. Like, he separates him from like Bobby Lashley, is like he can do a promo by himself, and that motherfucker be flowing like ain't shit.
He a good heel, you know?
Yeah.
So I like to see him, and that's my name. I don't go mention to Tiffany Stratton. I like Tiffany Stratton.
I think she's gonna bring Trish Stratus back. That little exchange they had in Money in the Bank will bring Trish Stratus back in some type of capacity. I think so.
If Trish gonna come back, she need to train, because Trish's last couple matches with like Becky Lynch, they weren't good. Father Time to lose nobody.
I about to say, you know, bro, like,
but
she looked great, but
she look it, but she ain't.
Between her and Lita, anytime Lita got on the top rope and her back foot went like this, it was just a slant.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Mae Young, man. Come on.
You're right. Shout out to Mae Young, Fabulous Moolah. Them bitches came back in their geriatric age and was still putting on.
Birth to a hand, boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Mark Henry.
Never forget that.
Check on your child.
Check on Sexual chocolate, come see about your hand. All right. So this section we're gonna deviate from wrestling to comic books. So obviously, the new animated series for Batman is debuting on somebody's birthday. Crazy fuck.
I mean,
what are y'all expectations for the new animated series?
Personally, I think we might be back cooking. Like, this show is running because of Kevin Conroy's 30 years of walking. We got Paul Dini back. Matt Reeves is an executive producer.
Oh,
yes.
Word.
Yes.
I ain't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt Reeves executive produced this. Paul Dini.
Those you don't know, Paul Reeves did the most recent, the Batman, and had his hands in the Penguin. That's about, isn't that about to drop soon?
September.
Yeah, the Penguin. So if you dug the Batman.
And it's produced by Bruce Timm, right?
Yeah. Bruce Timm, Paul Dini is back, Matt Reeves, like
let's just call this the animated series too, then.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. And I like the new voice of Bruce / Batman. I do. And that's one thing about it. All of us can sit back here and agree that when we read a comic book, it's Kevin in our mind.
Yeah.
So I'm really like a stickler for who voices Batman. I am. Like, everybody can't do it.
To cut you off, but you do realize they just had Kevin Conroy's last voice as Batman. And,
I know.
Part 3.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on it to come to my house. I got the trilogy. I'm just waiting for it Wednesday. It'll be there. Trust me. I hate how they treated him with the Suicide Squad ending.
Boy,
I didn't even play it. Was it?
I didn't play it. Just like I told you, don't buy Gotham Knights. I told you the game is trash.
So I ain't finna start that right now. No, that's a whole. Let's just say
Man bought Gotham Knights and told him it was trash, and he gonna tell me 2 days later, man, this shit is trash. I told you.
Bro, it was horrible, bro. Like, I played 5. I didn't even get to. I played 5 minutes, and then I went to Target and returned it. You can't return over games.
Jonathan.
I went to Target and returned it. It was one guy that he's like, man, I'm gonna buy that. I was like, yeah, man, that shit great as fuck, man. I love it.
Why you do that? And see,
ain't shit.
See,
because I can return my copy because they ain't have no more in the system. So I was like, oh, they ain't got no more back there. The old dude just bought okay, well,
he bought the copy that you just returned?
No, he bought the copy I recommended because if I return that, they're gonna give me a new one.
So you were just getting swapped there.
Yeah, they're about to get swapped there. Open it up so you can return it. So if you bought this company, I got my money back.
Oh, okay.
Damn, DVs.
Hey, dog, you got worried about that.
Yeah, and y'all talking about me and my antics. This man here is a whole villain. See, it's always the humble ones that got the worst disposition.
That's just a PlayStation game.
$70.
$70, $75 with tax.
Shit, that's a bill.
Yeah.
That's baby food for me now. Shit.
Oh, show the fuck is. Took food out your baby's mouth.
Exactly.
That's disrespectful.
Over some trash.
Over some trash.
Hey, man, I tried to tell you, bro.
You did.
I did. You
did.
I don't. It's at this point now. Like Adam West said this a long time ago. I didn't have to tell everybody I'm Batman. People just automatically knew who I was. I don't have to tell anybody I'm a Batman aficionado because anybody just knows who I am. So my spider sense was tingling when I saw that first trailer. I said, this looks like it's going to be trash. I don't even care if you put the Court of Owls in this game.
Mm-hmm.
It did not sell for me. I'm not even the fact that it didn't take after Arkham Knight. Like, I didn't even care about that. It just looked like there was no TLC in this game.
It was the first 5 minutes I played. You could choose who character would be. I chose to be Nightwing. I hate games that are like that where you just press square, and it's like
no.
The Avengers.
Yeah. So like even like, and it didn't look fluid. So that's the biggest thing. Like I could say the same thing for what was it, Batman or the Arkham series. Like you hit square, but the fight every time he punch and kick is something different. And when you throw the counter in there and it just keeps going fluid, that's great. I can do that. But when you just like punch, kick with no punch, block, throw batarang, some shit,
no parry or some shit like that.
Yeah, like it was. I was like, nah, man, nah. I just ain't watching the game online. I was like, this is horrible. I tried. Cinematic scenes are great in it.
It just wasn't for me, man. That and Ninja Batman was just some things I said I'm gonna just miss out on.
Talking about the movie Ninja Batman?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ninja Batman was not choice.
Probably my pick for worst Batman film of all time. Yeah, my pick for absolute worst.
Even between that and I say Batman and Harley Quinn.
I'd watch Batman and Harley Quinn, and I'd watch. And this is coming from somebody who saw The Killing Joke, and I feel like The Killing Joke film they did was an insult to the people who read the comic books
Because of the prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would watch that twice before I watch Ninja Batman again.
Well,
Had fucking Megazords in it, bro.
they got a sequel about to come out.
Why?
The Batman Ninja Batman versus the Yakuza League.
Yeah.
So the Justice League are the Yakuza. They showed everybody with the exception of Superman.
Let me guess, he's gonna be the daimyo or some shit.
Gotta be. But
gotta watch it.
I mean, it's Batman. I will watch it.
I love a good train wreck, man.
What did I say about the dumpster fire on Volume 1 when it came down to seeing how Final Fantasy was gonna fuck up?
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 7, and yeah, we on Batman right now. I'll leave that one alone because But with Ninja Batman, it just wasn't great. It just wasn't. I don't care how you tried to shape that narrative. It wasn't. And I'm a person who's a Snyder cultist.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing I'll touch on later. But yeah. But as far as the animated series coming out, I'm excited for it just because of all the hats, the hands that are in the hat. That's these are names we trust. So I think the love is there. I think a lot of the things when it comes to comic with continuity now is that there's no consistency with the writers, or the handoff is not as great. Like everybody can't be Scott Snyder and James Tynion where that story continues. But yeah.
With these resurgence of remakes, the new iteration of these comics, we got X-Men 97, which was fucking A++. I would call it perfect. If we being real.
9.9.
Like as far as a return to form, no complaints about it whatsoever. Well, take that back. That one episode with Storm reclaiming her power went a little long, but I understand. We had to see what Storm was doing.
Yeah,
but
Forge.
As far as, Forge and Storm. But as far as dialogue and dynamics being established, I loved it.
Ray Chase,
and not to mention X-Men 97 might get an Emmy.
Yeah,
did y'all see that?
I think they will. I think they will.
Episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That episode. I don't know if I talked with you about it. But the guy who wrote that particular episode said his best friend was killed in the Surge nightclub shooting at the gay club. And he said he wanted to create an episode paralleling that with the mutants and let everyone feel what he felt.
That's hard. That's the first time that you brought it up to my attention, but I can see the trauma behind that episode. That's rather hard. That is.
That was fucking crazy. I think the way it popped off, I was trying to catch. You know how everything's happened so quick, you're trying to catch up. I felt like I was there, and it didn't hit. I didn't have a moment for oh shit until I seen Banshee get blown the fuck up.
Man,
when he was flying by, telling me, "Hey yo, get the people over here," and then gone.
Mine was when Magneto was with the New Mutants.
Yeah,
and he said, "Don't be afraid."
Yeah, man.
So it was it just hit me because when I'm reading I know when I'm really into something because I come to it, I think like my mouth will be open, my eyes will just be darting across the screen, and I was just sitting there. Me and the baby sitting there just like
it was the Cable respect for me. Yes, it was the fact that they really, and I also think.
Put it out there.
We might get Nate Gray.
Oh yeah. The way that's exactly who we saw at the end. I think that is motherfucking Nate Gray and not Cable who we saw.
I see kids
1,000,000%.
who don't know about X-Man will soon find out. I think Kevin Feige knows something that we don't know, because this multiverse that he's created, like legit created, even though I refuse to watch the Marvels, I still think that post-credit scene is a big hint in what we're about to see when it comes to the mutants.
The Marvels wasn't that bad, bro. I give it a 7, 7.5. It's
I'm only watching because of Monica Rambeau.
What do you think I went there for? What do you think I went there for?
Yeah.
Monica Rambeau, bro, I went there for Photon and got Binary. I was very happy.
But I really think that, you know, Marvel is right. Marvel right now is not like I don't miss Marvel. Like what I mean by that is,
I know what you mean.
The first 3 phases, it was water cooler talk, and you never got tired of it. Now you have to really force.
This is old. Like that's one thing. I just got. What's the word on this one? It just ran its course to me. So
It did.
I got to Loki season 2.
Now that was actually a magnum opus of writing for me.
I loved it.
No, after that, everything else was just like it's just kind of. I was like, I'm gonna say I'm not over it. It was Marvel need to go through a new angle or something.
It was when they thought that they were gonna, you know, fuck the hood up with the Eternals, and they didn't. And because to me, honestly, Marvel doesn't have a direction right now. They have a multiverse scheme, which I felt like they kind of had it figured out when they came out with No Way Home. I thought that they really like. I mean, Jonathan Majors probably fucked up a lot of that, where they do have to pivot. But if you're using Dr. Doom, from what I've heard, then you got to really pick the right person. But
you got to pick the right person.
I can't wait to see who the fuck they get.
I mean, like Dr. Doom is that nigga. Like
if we get God King Doom, which I think is
snatch a nigga spine out while he talking Doom.
But say Reed Richards' kid and wife, and Reed Richards can't do shit about it.
Moon Knight disappointed me.
Really?
I think for a contained story.
I like the story.
Okay.
But
it was like something was missing for me. It was good. It was just like it was missing something.
See, I'll say this when it comes to Marvel's shows. They do their best to try to make them as movie-like, right? Now, when Bob Iger was still there, I will tell you this too. I love the Defenders. I love the whole Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist was, of course, on the last on the list, and Jessica Jones. But still, in all, I watched all those seasons while it was on Netflix. Hell, I even watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Something about that Marvel magic in those first 3 phases, whether it was the movie or the shows, felt unprecedented. Now it's just like McDonald's to me. You know what a double cheeseburger tastes like because you didn't had it so much. There's nothing new. It's the same corny jokes. It's the same lightheartedness that can only take you so far. You know.
I challenge you on this one. You mentioned earlier in wrestling, you can have your face and they're great, but it's the heel that makes you, right? That's Marvel's problem. We don't have that clear-cut heel we looking forward to. We know Dr. Doom is on the verge somewhere. We haven't seen a piece of anything of him yet, and that's what's happening. All the Netflix shows that you had outstanding villains. Cottonmouth, Bushmaster,
the
hand, which crossed over into other shit.
That's the reason why the Defenders was so great. I'll tell you this: the Chinese restaurant moments with the Defenders was better than all of Phase 4.
That battle was crazy.
The battle, the interaction, them just having a conversation
Coming
with
to
each
the
other.
conclusion that
Right.
they got to make the team.
And he's coming out with pork. Daredevil is blunt. He like just Marvel phase. Like I know Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be lightning in the bottle. Like I my expectations for it are high. I think it's not going to disappoint. But like you said, we don't have no linchpin. We don't have a MacGuffin. We don't have something that's really just going to make us say, look, I'm looking forward to taking the day off in 2030 because I know this movie is about to come out and blow my mind.
You're right.
None of that.
I did take off for motherfucking Avengers Infinity War.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's nothing.
I called
really
off.
See that's coming out this year. Unless, because one thing I started noticing, you don't know about a movie until like a week before it's supposed to come out.
That's true.
And then Deadpool already ruined something that I wanted to go to the movies and see with the latest trailer.
I ain't looked at the late one. No, I might have seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Was it on
X-23?
Oh no, I ain't see that. I saw Sabretooth.
Yeah, adult X-23.
Oh shit. From Logan? Same chick?
Yeah, he was like,
Same chick?
Yeah. She's an adult now. She's actually on the Star Wars show.
The Acolyte?
Acolytes, yeah. She's actually on there.
Oh shit.
And they asked her similar questions they asked Andrew Garfield about, are you in this movie? And she was like, unfortunately I wasn't there, but I'm gonna go as a fan to see. And the trailer, like Marvel in trailers right now, they've been doing this shit since Doctor Strange. Because I would have loved to see Professor X without knowing that he was gonna be in Multiverse of Madness. I would have loved to see all of that. Like Marvel was very, very hush hush about some of the things that they know they would have got.
They gotta start doing that now because nobody's really going to the movies and seeing stuff.
But
so they have to so they just
that's true.
This who's going to be in.
I get it, but it's word of mouth, man. Like imagine if you saw it before me and you told me like, bro, you better go, dog. And I'm like, wow, because you wouldn't tell me. And then I get excited and I tell the next person, I might be thinking 290s, I might be thinking 2 Smoke Signal, but
I feel you.
Like
the old way versus letting the internet spoil you.
Oh, man, I feel it's I love it, man. Well, for me, for like comic book wise, so like when the last Doctor Strange movie came out, and they showed like that clip of Proton jumping in the air. So I never forget. So people was like, you would hear things like, "Oh, Tom Cruise was supposed to be in the movie because he was like supposed to be Iron Man one more time." So
sensational Iron Man, he was supposed to be.
Yeah. So everybody thought that was supposed to be like superior Iron Man.
I did too.
In there, that comic book jump was like a $10 comic book. That might drop that like $60-$70 just for that. Just because that scene like that. So people went to go see it. Then when you seen that shit with Proton, boom, $5 comic book again.
Damn.
That shit was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So, and then what was it? What was the one? Infinity Wars. You know, they was putting fake shit in the
where the Hulk was running and shit.
Yeah, and like all that Infinity song, this is from the club and shit like that. So they've been doing that, but they've been linking more and more to it because people are not going to the movies and seeing after COVID and all of that happened, and it's just.
I mean, COVID played a part, but COVID don't make you not write any better.
I mean, it can make you lazy. It made people lazy.
Yeah, especially
because they released movies directly for own home and they weren't getting paid like they were supposed to be getting paid.
Like that Black Widow movie should have came out before Infinity War because like nobody watched it.
What movie?
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
you forgot about that movie, didn't you?
Exactly. Like Marvel still got to fix a lot of issues and stuff. I'm still waiting to fix their own Black Panther issue. That's a whole nother story.
Just fucking recast it.
You even think that
John David Washington is standing right over there.
They got to fix that issue in the comic book though, because you never had another T'Challa since.
I actually been trying to keep up with some of the current T'Challa stuff.
They say it's really good, man. But
I heard
after the Space Black Panther.
I bought the first issue of the new stuff, where that is more of a successor to Ta-Nehisi Coates' T'Challa than anything. They giving him his Batman contingency plans back. There was an episode. There was an issue.
He like the fucked up and the guy ousted by. He's still ousted by Wakanda, isn't it?
No, he's more like an ambassador. He's the figurehead, but he doesn't run the country because it's more of a democracy.
Democracy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, after Space Black Panther went in space and they really explain shit, what the fuck is this, man? Like,
I will say I did enjoy that arc because we got goddamn symbiote Killmonger out of that. So I was fucking with that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That was nice, but the rest of the whole thing was just.
I stopped buying it after the first 2 issues. I'm gonna be real. Like,
so it's just me on this island.
Like, he woke up with amnesia. Like, we got a whole episode, not my Black Panther. Like,
right. And that was years ago.
So
that was years ago.
I mean, he woke up with amnesia. He kind of, he kept seeing pictures of images of Storm in his mind. Like, I tried to ride with it, but just because you like my second favorite Marvel character does not mean that I just got to sit back and ride that boat with you, bro. I'm sorry. Nah.
You know that bitch yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that Ta-Nehisi Coates run to me was goated.
It was some of the quotes he had in that run. It was just speaking knowledge. It was really, really good. And they really did. They gave Shuri justice.
They did. They did.
Like, because her as playing Black Panther, not talking about the movie, just in the comic,
just the character. Yeah,
it was just trash.
Like, I'm gonna tell you who fucked up Shuri as a character for me. Reginald Hudlin fucked up Shuri as a character.
He don't respect the predecessors.
You remember the 6-episode series that came out for Black Panther that was like on BET for a brief moment, and Jill Scott was the voice of Storm. Yeah. Reginald Hudlin, all of that is pretty much from the first run Reginald Hudlin had. That's pretty much scene for scene, one for one, and it made Shuri more of like an annoying brat. Excuse me for that. In versus the Shuri that we get in the MCU, she wasn't much of a brat, more than just a teenager. Like, it felt like the Shuri in the comics was like in her early 20s and needed to learn some maturity, versus the Shuri in the MCU I prefer more. But we know that the Shuri that we get on that show is the one in the comics, and she did grow up in the comics. I do get that, but I agree with you. Her being Black Panther just never sat right with me, and that's not even to sound like, oh, I want my Black Panther to be male. It's just you wasn't ready.
Yeah,
that's really what it was.
Sure.
That's like the whole issue with what was a radioactive man and like, it was just
like the ball niggas.
Bro, they whoever wrote it for her to fail. Like really, really bad, and just barely clean up and make amends, everything right.
I think Hickman wrote a lot of that, that run.
Yeah.
Well, at a point, I think T'Challa's story was written within the Fantastic Four run, because that's when Doom War started. And remember, Boss chose Doom to be the avatar for Black Panther because Boss felt that he was more worthy than T'Challa at that point. And he had control of all the vibranium, and T'Challa had to come up with some type of way to make vibranium inert so it can no longer be used. For that was a long time in Marvel where vibranium wasn't even a component. So
shout out to Financial Wisdom, because that nigga bought up all the world's debt. It was like, you know what, cash in, fuck it. That shit fucked me up. I'm like, damn, that was brilliant. Man, pass me that chaos jar. So to those of y'all that don't know, this is the jar of chaos. This is various topics in it that whenever somebody draws from this jar, you got to talk about that topic no matter what's on this piece of paper, right? So I'm gonna pull one, because later on we got the men's round table. Ain't no telling how this is gonna go, but I figured we pull one for this one. So let's see what I get. Good dog. Okay. Now, just so you know, these topics in here are left field. Ain't no telling what you're gonna get. So this one says, a woman is being assaulted by another woman. What do you do?
Watch. Do I know this woman? Or that's just depending on.
Give me both situations. You know the woman being assaulted, you don't know the woman being assaulted.
If I don't know either party, all I'm gonna do is watch. I'm not gonna instigate. I'm just gonna say, damn, I feel sorry for whoever getting whooped by Sharkeisha. if I do know said party, then I'll try to be voice of reason, right? That's the best thing to be like. That's the most honest thing to do. I can't sit back and watch somebody I know sit back and try to go to fisticuffs for whatever reason, right? I'm not trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, but it's just one of those things that like, you know, there's a way to talk stuff out. Now, depending on what it is, you know, if she say she fucked my daddy and all she came over to do was get some lemonade or some shit like that, and I'm like, shit is warranted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know him, I'll try to diffuse the situation. But if I don't, I'm just gonna stand off in the corner somewhere and just see how that outcome is and tell you about it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I definitely need a text. Jonathan, what you gonna do, Blair?
I'm gonna sit there and call the police.
That's a valid situation.
I mean, if I don't know, I'm gonna sit there and call the police because I ain't trying to break up nothing. I don't know who got a gun. Who got it that night?
It's true.
Like, ain't that. But if I knew the person, depending on how well I knew, like I try to pull them apart and go that way, and shove your ass this way, or if you want to associate level, I'm trying to, hey, why you fighting? That's about it. But if I know you, like really, really know you, like I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna pull you away from the situation, and we can get the hell out.
Yeah.
But still gonna call police. The first one, I ain't stepping in the fight. I don't know you. I'm sorry. Like I don't know that woman. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call the police and we're gonna I'm just gonna keep on like that.
Yeah, stay in my place. Just
yeah, I'm gonna agree with y'all, man. If it's two parties I don't know, I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. Now if I see it's clearly getting to goddamn Def Jam Vendetta levels, I might hit that daddy voice. Hey, yo, hey, chill, yo.
You start seeing chair flying.
Yeah, I mean, man, you know, you see a goddamn even flow DDT occur with the kick. You know, you gotta on concrete, you gotta do something.
Because the nigga moment is unavoidable regardless.
It is. It's bound to happen when the factors, when Aaron McGruder showed us, when the formula is there.
When the chair is thrown.
Bro, that's the most strongest shit I ever heard.
Oh, I'm mad.
Yeah.
You ever seen that shit just pop off just like that? I said the chair phone. I was like, God damn. First time I seen it, I was amazed. I was like, that shit is amazing.
And I feel like Aaron McGruder is like Watu the Watcher. I feel like he's just observing, documenting nigga moments, and then we were blessed.
Well, I mean, he called it like he called the Montgomery Brawl, bro.
He did. Motherfucking did. What season was that? Motherfucking
gotta be two or three.
Oh shit.
The Montgomery Brawl was the nigga moment that he prophesized. It just wasn't at an award show. That's exactly what
did.
Yeah.
Throw the chair.
Oh man.
Caused a whole revolution. August 6th, by the way, in case y'all wondering about what day to celebrate.
The chair is outside. I saw the chair outside.
Mm-hmm.
They got the white chair posted up.
Yeah. In the same spot as Memorial. I called it the Batman signal when I saw it. But yeah.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been 1 year anniversary coming.
1 year anniversary.
Like that is the second Juneteenth. Like people probably gonna have barbecues about that.
I plan to make barbecue. That's serious. That was a great victory, a universal victory. I honestly feel like if they can have like Union versus Confederate like reenactments, I just feel like we should be able to reenact the battle by the Bay in Montgomery, bro. That's just me.
You move the boy swimming across the water.
Hell yeah. Goddamn. What they call that
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
We got a lot of money.
They sent him a lot of money.
As they should have, man. As they fucking should have.
I just wanted to help make sure he didn't get beat up or nothing.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm glad the world saw that. You know what I'm saying?
That was unity right there.
That was UNITY. All right. Y'all got any closing words or anything, man? Because we got a men's roundtable to do a little later. I want to give us a little break to kind of.
Yeah, man. Drink your water.
Yeah.
as always. You know, that's all we can say.
Damn, man, no time for not
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah,
we do this shit all the
time.
time.
You know,
We get to chatting. We old now, so
yeah.
time flies.
yeah, man. Oh, you was talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths, right? Part 3, and I'm gonna just leave it at this. So, what you probably, I don't know if you paid attention to Constantine being there, right? So what I do know is the reason why the Flash and Constantine are punished because they reset the timeline. But guess what though? What did Flash do that was so egregious that God / the Spectre had to jump in?
When he tried to save his folks.
That was the Flashpoint paradox. Who is an inevitable DC character that just has to be there that's not Superman?
Bruce.
You're thinking too small.
Inevitable?
Like, yeah, he's a villain.
Maybe Lex?
Nah.
Darkseid?
Flash tried to kill Baby Darkseid. He did kill Baby Darkseid. Darkseid is the inevitable. Like he's that focal point. If he's gone, then that's when shit messes up. So when Flash ran back in time in Apocalypse War, and we just saw the white light, he went back to Baby Darkseid and killed him. That's why the Tomorrowverse has no Darkseid.
Oh, what the fuck?
So it's like we have to bring Darkseid back for shit to be.
I wonder how the other new guys gonna feel about that.
The new guys,
who knows?
That's the thing, bro. The new guys don't exist.
Okay, we gonna have to.
Got to table that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to that because the god damn.
Did you not remember when the Spectre talked to the Monitor? He said the presence is pleased with your revelations that you're seeing right now. When have you ever heard DC animated movies anything mention the presence?
That's true.
The presence is God.
Oh shit, niggas gonna die.
Like, people say the Tomorrowverse has been trash, but you have to watch everything. Like, I mean everything. Like you said, Kevin Conroy is there, right? Everything. Terry McGinnis is in this bitch fighting with everybody, bro.
I gotta watch these movies, man.
Yeah,
I got all three of them. I just had to watch.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna make me hear.
I encourage you to go back and start with Flashpoint Paradox.
So this takes place at the Flashpoint Paradox.
Everything from Flashpoint Paradox, Justice League War, Batman versus Robin, the Death of Superman, that whole DC AMU.
Yeah, that reset the timeline. So this is the new one.
This is the new one.
Okay.
But we thought that it was completely compartmentalized from everything when it comes to find out that this is connecting everything.
Gotcha.
So it's not separate, it's just an extension.
We thought it was separate the entire time. It connects everything.
Now DC animation can make live action movies like they do anime.
They don't know how to. They get real remedial when they they got it. They don't know how to. They got a cheat sheet and they get real remedial, bro. Everything. It surprised the hell out of me because knowing that the same Constantine that we got in the Infinite Crisis movies is the same one that told Flash to take a walk at the end of Apocalypse War. You know what you got to do, bro. You got to clear the board. Yeah. Go back. That's why I gave you the movie.
That movie was so fucked up. Because everybody, like we say the word, but what
Yeah. At what
cost?
cost? At what cost? Now you like that whole
Nah,
Tomorrowverse is the reason of seeing at what cost. Like,
Fuck.
The animation might not be as great as some of the stuff that we've seen in the past, but
I think that's what threw it off me because I watched the first one and the animated was kind of
like I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I had to kind of just ride it out. Like you said, you got a Harry Potter. Like you really got to binge watch it and know that the movies, the way that they chronologically came out, is not in the same chronological order as you watching it.
Yeah.
Think about Metal Gear Solid, how they just gave you Metal Gear Solid 3 before in the middle, and that's pretty much one.
Mm-hmm.
Same way. Like, why is Green Lantern taking place after Long Halloween, but the Justice League is already formed, but we didn't see the Justice League form until Infinite Crisis. So it's telling you that story out of order, just so we could piece it together in Infinite Crisis, and you've been like, God damn, yeah.
Shit.
That's all I leave out on, you know.
All right, man. More of the story. Go ahead and get ready for. God damn it. I'm gonna have to watch
Bro,
this
you
shit.
look so goddamn depleted right
Bruh,
now.
cause like I tell him this, like my brain has like a capacity
Of things that he can process.
Yeah, bro, and like stored permanently. It's the timeline for Metal Gear Solid. That's like a locked block of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
The storyline for Mortal Kombat, locked in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and fucking DC animation is like on a Rubik's Cube where I have to make shit move.
Bro, I don't even try to understand Star Wars no more, man. They just be pulling shit out the ass.
But you already watched the DC AMU, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that. Just watch the Tomorrowverse. It's really only 7 films, but those 7 films piggyback off of the DC AMU, bro.
Like, so they like the appetizers to those main courses.
Man.
I get what you're saying. I just gotta watch them last 3.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna sit down with my notes on this one, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to have my notepad out.
Go back and watch. Just start with Man of Tomorrow. Long Halloween don't really play too much of a part because it's, panel for panel the same story. But it just makes me realize that if we ever get Darkseid in live action, it better be done right, because the way that they treat him as like the inevitable, Darkseid is just as important as the Source Wall.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically he's the Omega.
He's the fixed point in time that you can't avoid.
Let me ask you this. Let me get you to explain this to me, man. Just since we're on the subject of Justice League. So you remember Justice League Unlimited?
Mm-hmm.
You know how it ended?
Mm-hmm.
That Lex Luthor went through the wall to find the source, and he came back out. Did he come back out?
Gotta watch Infinite Crisis.
Huh?
Oh,
wait a minute. No, wait. So that's explaining that. Goddamn. All right. Fuck it.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, the way I look at the Tomorrowverse is the same way I looked at the Snyderverse. It was trash on my first look, but when I sat back and looked at it without rose-tinted glasses, I was like, this is kind of peak. When you legit see Titan's Tower get erased by the Anti-Monitor, and you see the Watchtower that the Justice League we grew up on, your favorite John Stewart, getting erased. Yeah, I mean, we got multiple John Stewarts in this, but we legitimately got to see pretty much the way the Anti-Monitor sees this is that all the cartoons that we grew up watching are not that appropriate multiverse. They're not the appropriate universe. So we really are watching DC Rebirth in real time.
So this is like a quasi restructuring.
It's resetting because James Gunn universe about to come in. So
it's just structuring everything so we can come along. Okay.
They're setting the table for James Gunn universe to be the one universe, with the exception of the Batman.
Okay.
Because he said that all the animated movies and real movies and games and comics are about the.
Mm-hmm. All right. we're gonna hang our hats up here. Yo, if you watch this, if you was intrigued at any point in time, which I'm sure you was, because we were pretty fucking fascinating. I need you to share this live. I need you to go tell your friends they missed the live and shame them, even if they went to work. They know how to put their phone on their earbuds and just listen to them.
You will rule this thing, sir.
Right. This is a Sunday where you can expect greatness. So take this, send this to somebody that you know that's a nerd. They'll appreciate it. All right. That being said, I'm Sir. Who you?
Joe Nathan.
I'm vague.
And we are All the Good Names Are Taken, Volume 2. We out.
Stop hitting the table.